Hood movie review. Hood movie review. Hood movie review. Watch us on YouTube. Is this thing on?
Movie review. Movie review.
There you go.
I watch the show from time to time. Go ahead. Hurry up! I'm ready to move.
I'm about to say, you think I gotta do my quote. Shut your ass up.
Oh, all right. Shit. Come on, sister.
I know,
Come on, sister.
I'm doing it. You think you a man with that gun in your hands? Man, without it.
Okay.
I just echo everything. This is Good Movie Review, and we got and we got Kayla. Kayla's a wild child, man. Hey, you got to do the narration like you the Hood movie. Then we got TK. He the craziest thing in the hood.
Hey, you tell me what's up? Hey, you know what? Look, yo. Shout out to Unbiased. Go ahead.
Your host, of course, Kenny, the bad guy himself. And today we are reviewing the movie Friday.
Shout out to Dare.
So you might as well watch it because you ain't got no job.
You ain't got shit to do.
It's Friday. You ain't got no job. You ain't got shit to do. All right. Well, we're going to start it off like this for the Hood movie review. So, movie starts off, Craig lost his job. He's getting scolded by his parents, or actually just his dad. Mom lied on him and said, I would never tell on you, even though she did him dirty.
She really did.
And he got fired on his day off for stealing boxes. And if you have the director's cut edition of the movie, then you'll see it was Ezell the whole motherfucking time that stole them boxes. He was running with him too, just high stepping.
Up the street.
Yeah, he was out the street, high stepping.
He was trying to build his house. Please don't judge him.
Oh. He's trying to put a clubhouse. I know you ain't go out like that. He said, nah. They said I did. Fire me on the spot. But yeah, and Craig got a girlfriend, she was
choose your words wisely.
But she was getting on him for being at being in the movies with some tramp, even though she had a nigga in the bed.
She said, "Now tell me who she was." I was like, ooh.
Period.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh, go ahead. Like I was in the right. Oh no, not me. I don't do that. I'm part of Dare.
Go back to the move your head back you did with all the red on you, like using the movie Belly. There you go.
I got you. There it is, right there.
It's the wrong color light.
You like using Bones. Like that's how Jimmy Bones showed up. All right, so let's talk about Smokey for a second. Do you think he was just a bad drug dealer? Or...
Absolutely. He didn't make no money.
Hold on, wait. Time out. Okay, I have one thing I want to get across right quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you're going to start off at the beginning of the movie, right? So you starting off at the beginning, correct?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or do you have... All right, so my thing is, who said his mom said that she wasn't going to tell on him, but she did. All right, so my thing is, I was upset because at one point, I don't know if he's going to get to this or not, at one point his dad scolded Craig for eating all the food in the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but his mom was cooking breakfast for herself.
Yeah.
And she had leftover pork chops, ham, bacon, and all that shit. Like she had a good healthy meal. A good healthy for herself for breakfast.
Yeah.
But Craig didn't leave nothing left for the dad. Who was eating all the food?
Because you gotta think. From the dad's point of view, the mom that ate up all the hot items.
all
And
the
the
hot
son,
links.
took out all the cold items. There was no milk. There was no cereal. There was nothing left for him to eat. He had nothing but grapes to eat.
But hey, but time out though. But also, as we seen throughout from Uncle Willie's health, he needed those grapes. So maybe that was the best item in the refrigerator for him. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying.
That was
Mm-mm.
a good item for him to
That's all I'm
have.
gonna say.
But he was just digging in the grapes like it was popcorn. He was just
Hey, well, you want to know why? Look, he was digging in those grapes because they was popcorn. Because at night he was dreaming about extra fries. Thank you. You feel me?
It was on his mind.
So
It was on his
it was
mind.
on his mind was something hot and greasy, but in the refrigerator all he had was something cold and crisp. It was a grape.
So yeah, it was a great one.
Maybe they just wanted somebody to blame besides himself because you really don't see Craig eating nothing. He tried to eat some cereal, and everybody
And,
else took all the milk. Now
and
he
you
got
know
to use
what?
water.
I'm gonna get to my point of all that at the end of the show, but I'm gonna tell you I relate a lot more to Craig than y'all think. But go ahead.
Yeah. All right, so I'm trying to think what happened next. Because I just had it. So we're talking about Pops. Oh, so Smokey pops up in the niggas window, like being a bad drug dealer that he is. I mean, because the question was, is he a bad drug dealer? I'm gonna say
Yes.
he is because this man, because from what we know, he's been selling for a minute, and all he made was $100. They started. All he made was $100.
If you flip the money over,
He's
actually,
20,
Okay.
40, 60, 80, 120, 140. He said, quit playing with me. That's $100. Yeah, he was terrible. And
yeah, he
then
was.
the people he was supposed to sell to, that wanted to buy off him, he wasn't trying to sell it to them.
See, okay. All right. So I'm gonna let y'all give y'all points, and I have an excellent point for Smokey. I think.
Okay, go ahead. But say because I think when you get to the point where you owe big I'm about to say Big Smoke, Big Worm,
Big hey, right. Big perm.
Yeah, let's say Big Worm. He said Florida Evans looking motherfucker. And look, if you go back and watch this, his mouth did not move. His mouth did not move. So that scene, they added that shit in post. Yeah, he did not say anything in that scene. But I just think that was like he was terrible. Like, so he couldn't make $200 as a weed dealer in the hood. He was terrible. And then the one pit, like you owe this man $200. He said, "Look,
$200.
all he did was $200. That's all he needed. Was $200 to a man that smoked somebody for over $50 from what Craig heard. That's just hearsay. Hearsay. But
Hearsay.
That's just hearsay.
But, I don't know who said it.
Hey, but he heard it. He heard it. So you can't sell that. You can't sell that. And then you got the Mexicans that were trying to borrow if you weren't trying to sell to them. You had what's her name? I can't think of her name right now. Felicia.
You can think of her name?
You can't sell to everybody though.
See, okay, and look, that's my point. I feel like Smokey bit off too much that he could chew. I feel like Smokey would have been a great middleman.
He was
from my perspective. No, right. But the thing was, no. Smokey wasn't. He was a pretend drug dealer that just let me put that down. That wanted to smoke. About to say, but at the same
cost him
time,
his life. That's how you know he wasn't no pretend. That shit almost cost him his life.
No, I feel like. See, look, that's Cali. I feel like Big Worm just wanted to make a name for himself for real. That's all it was.
Name for himself. They knew he smoked somebody for $50. He been made his name.
He said, "I steal from my mama."
Exactly. Look, that's how you know he made his name. He said, "Gonna steal from his mom and steal from him." His mom talking about go to the store, buy this shit for me.
But all right. And point exactly why he was steal from his mama before. I feel like Smokey wasn't okay. So look, give him another quote. Craig said, "How you gonna sell bud when you smoke bud all day?"
You have to test the product.
But the thing is, sometimes the problem is when you test the product, you like it.
No, but here's the thing.
So
Look, that's fine. You test it, but you said to the point where you just smoked all your product. You can't sell it. You got to go steal. You got to go steal from your neighbor because you don't have it.
No, okay, time out. That's a whole nother situation why he was
He
stealing
was
from the
forced
neighbor.
to have to go steal.
He
You
was
feel me?
forced to, but
He
he had
was
to get it back so he can pay Big Worm.
no, but did he?
What?
But did he get it back in that transaction for Big Worm?
He did get it back.
No,
No, not
he
technically.
didn't get it back.
Oh, you saying Craig got it back? What you saying?
No, I'm saying did
No.
Smokey get it back in that situation?
Neither one of them got that money.
Smokey said, "Shit, we got about $250, huh, Debo?" He said, "No, I got about $250."
I'm talking about the end. Because at the end, he got that shit back. He said,
At the end, how did he get it back at the? Oh, because he picked Debo's pockets.
they
Oh
robbed his
you
money
know
in his
what?
shoes.
Don't wrap it up yet. Don't wrap it up just yet. I start driving. So go ahead. Get into it.
I'm just saying they had to rob him to pay a drug dealer, or no, I'm sorry, the plug back. Because this nigga was not only here's how good Big Worm was though. Big Worm had a main job. So like when people ask him what you do for a living, he could say, "Look, I'm an ice cream man." He was smart.
But okay. I don't think he was smart because he was stealing from kids.
That boy never got his Fritos.
No, time out. How you gonna say that was
that
different?
was messed up.
If you're gonna get into it, because my man never got those chili cheese Fritos.
To quote my nigga Big Red, oh, that was different.
Go ahead.
What to say? That's who you acted like.
And also, what was different was you saying Smokey was a middleman. No, Smokey wasn't a middleman. Smokey was a drug dealer that was a bad one. Yes, correct. He was a bad. Why he tagging me? He was a bad one. I agree with you, but he could have been a successful middleman because if he only owed $100, he had that.
So I got a question for you.
I like questions.
I don't smoke weed. You know this.
I don't.
So why is it a question
either.
for us? Wait a minute. What are you?
I'm part of the DARE program. I'm part of the DARE program.
Because I feel like y'all partaking in the ganja. That's why.
Wait a minute. You ain't gonna just throw that in there and insinuate that I'm a part of a group.
Time out. I have a question too. If I send a message back to someone right quick, will it mess up the show? If I bounce off and bounce back in?
I don't think so.
Oh shit! I dropped. All right. Well, look. Give me the question.
Okay.
I'm gonna bounce back. I'm gonna bounce back in. Go ahead. Yep.
Here's the question I'm asking.
I'm gonna bounce out and bounce back in.
When y'all
go ahead.
Do you see heads in the dresser?
It wasn't a dresser. It was the cabinet. And sometimes you might, depending on the strand.
Okay. I just want to ask because if that's possible, or if it wasn't possible, I was going to say maybe his shit was laced, and that's why
I can't confirm nor deny.
Okay.
As long as I have seen something.
So when you seen a dog, the little dog thing, be barking at you, make a noise when you look at it.
I'm not confirming nor denying.
Okay. So, all right. So you feel me? So I can hear y'all the whole time.
Because I don't know what we do. All right. I didn't know.
First of all, I ate something. I didn't say I smoked something.
Oh, I didn't say anything.
First of all, look. You know what?
I was just asking a question.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm part of the DARE program, right?
Oh shit.
I'm part of the DARE program, and I keep kids off of drugs. That's what I do.
Because you're using them. Got it.
Smoke so much.
I keep kids off of drugs, right? So my thing is, right, when I very first got high, for like Craig's sake, right? So from Craig's shoes, like I told you, I'm more like Craig than people think, I guess you could say, right?
Yeah.
I've lost my job before too. You know, my father was like, "Hey,
you're still in boxes."
Word. I wasn't. Technically, I wasn't. I wasn't still. No, I was at work. I was on my break, and I was about to come back from break, and they was like, "We smell something." I don't know what they smelled was because I'm part of the DARE program, right? But the thing is, so my dad said, "Word of the day is job" to me, right? You know, because.
K-O-B. I ain't playing.
Right, you know. And I've also been accused of eating everything up in the kitchen. So, you know.
All the pig's feet.
Which is nasty.
I ain't never ate pig feet. I don't think I had no hog maw either.
He said, I like pig feet. I like
You know,
pig
so my dad has woke me up and told me if I would sleep right now, I'll wake you up with the left hook right now until you take a fast. You feel me? So, you know, I, I understand. So what was I saying? Oh,
Oh
smoking weed.
shit.
My first time smoking weed, right? I felt these vibrations
Hmm.
came up my body, and I was like, ooh, you know. And I've heard if you try to get that high again, it's called chasing Jason. And I only know one Jason, and I ain't trying to chase him.
But Voorhees.
So, nah, nigga.
So wait, so
You
did you
don't
ever
want
get
me to
so high
say
that
his last name. So,
did you ever get so high that you leave a room and come back and say, you hear that shit? like you like Craig.
hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
He said, you hear that shit? He said, man, get up. It's supposed to be over here.
Hey,
I'm on
look, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. So look, so since we're saying how high Craig was, you know how Craig went himself to the bathroom and looked at himself in the mirror and said, "Damn, nigga."
Man,
Oh,
if I had to
hey,
count how many times I've done that.
hey, and I tell you right now, if I had to count how many times I've done that,
It's
it was not.
unfortunate.
Did you ever look at
And
your
then
nigga and go,
after you do it and then you smile a little bit,
he
that's when
said,
you
You
know you fucked up.
he
That's
said,
hey, but look. The thing is, when you can accept it to yourself that you know that you're fucked up, that's when you know you're in a good position.
he said,
No.
Smokey.
Now do that in the mirror and you gonna know.
Yeah, that's ugly as hell. I don't want to look like
I
that.
really, I really cannot talk about it.
Oh my
Okay, go ahead. I'm
goodness.
listening now. I
okay,
am
so
listening. No, I'm ready. Go ahead.
getting to the next part. Um, okay, so by the way, I just got random scene. This shit was racist as hell. Why did the Asian dude get up like he did in the convenience store? That shit was
You know
racist.
why. You know why.
And that gong say, let me let me get some papers and some humps. Yeah, he was tripping. Ow, ow, ow. And Ezel might be the best crackhead in movie history. Not
Period.
not saying like, I don't know, like if I was ever a crackhead, that would be the one I'd be
I,
okay being is him. The other ones look terrible.
look,
He's not that bad.
look. Ezel was a good crackhead in my opinion for one reason and one reason only. Because he was willing to clean up some shit
I was gonna say
that
that. For
he
$2.
assumed had corn in it.
$2.
Hey, but look. Also, Ezel was a good crackhead because he was willing to fake a slip and fall for $20 in the jawbreaker.
He was putting you on 150,000 at first. That's supposed to be
No,
$20.
he said I want
Said
$150,000, but I'll
$2 in a
settle right
jawbreaker.
now.
Said $2 in a jawbreaker too. $1 and some envelopes. What the
Oh,
hell do you need envelopes for?
I don't. Look, first of all, I don't know anyone that trusted that nigga with
I would want to know what he was gonna do with them envelopes.
Like that's wild. And then let's talk about Smokey's
And
car.
I probably wouldn't have given Debo his knife back. It's a nice
Oh
knife.
no, he said he don't kill.
I'm aware
Debo
of that,
probably
but I
dropped
wouldn't have
bodies.
gave that back if I was a crackhead personally. I would not have given that back.
And let's talk. Like I said, let's talk about Smokey's car real quick. This man had to stop this car. He had
Oh.
to stick his foot out
I paused myself, right?
out the driver's. Yeah, you did.
Okay, I bet.
He had to stick his foot out the car door.
But look,
To stop
look.
his car. Said, "Stop,
Look.
D-Zane."
look.
And ram it into the curb so that it wouldn't keep going.
He was wearing chucks, so I don't think he really cared.
No, that's the style out there though. They wear the chucks up there. They all had on chucks in that movie. Either had on chucks or house shoes. Everybody.
Craig had on slippers.
That's what I'm saying. He had house shoes on. Everybody either had house shoes on or
And
chucks.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Craig had on slippers. That's a good thing to remember for the end of the movie.
Oh, the fact that he was
Go
fighting
ahead.
with slippers.
That he slept a nigga in some house shoes. But go ahead. Go ahead. I don't want to
It
ruin nothing. I don't want
actually
to spoil
just
nothing.
said how much of a bum he was. Why is you wearing house shoes all day? You went to the store. You went outside.
So
That's no.
first of all, right now, I was just out at the bar in some flip flops, Nike flip flops. You feel me? So I'm
That's
gonna
not
let you
house
know,
shoes though. It is winter. So
but it is.
I'll have an attitude about that because it's winter
It,
and you have
but the
on
thing is,
Cold as hell.
flip-flops.
so the thing is, Craig was first of all wrongfully accused of getting fired for stealing boxes, right? So first of all, if Craig works with boxes, what does that tell you? He wears steel-toe boots all day. So Craig's feet were hurting. So on the weekends when Craig or his off days, Craig wants his feet to be comfortable.
If
Okay.
you in the
And that's
house,
all I'm
sure.
saying.
That's why
No,
they're called house
no, no, no,
shoes.
no.
You
Right,
went
right, right.
all the way to the store with house
But
shoes on.
also, Kayla, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. You get
Better
dressed
be
up
a
every
good
time you
one.
go to the store?
I'm gonna at least put some actual shoes on, some Crocs, slip some Uggs
So
on.
time out. You said I'm gonna put some actual shoes on, and you said Crocs
Yes.
very first. Crocs are what? They
What you
are
mean? They ain't house
Crocs are
shoes.
comfortable and they are slides.
Listen to the words that I'm saying. They are not
Mhm.
house shoes.
But they are
Slippers.
like
Something
they
that you
are,
wear with
but
no
they are
socks.
also considered flip flops.
No,
So
they're
wait,
not.
if you wear
Yes,
house
they
shoes,
are.
if you wear
No,
house
they're
shoes
Oh,
outside the
not.
house,
all
what
right.
does that make them?
So wait, Kenny, I know a certain person that says if you flip the strap up on Crocs, they're called sport mode. But if they're down, you are relaxing. So relaxing equals slides or
Mm-mm.
slippers.
Mm-mm.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I
No.
know I'm right.
You are
Yeah,
not right, but I'll let you have it. But when you get sick for wearing flip flops in the winter, don't nobody want to hear nothing.
You ain't gotta hear nothing from me. I'm gonna take my night quill, my day quill, and I'm gonna go to work in my emergencies. You feel me? And keep on pushing. I have a kid.
you have a kid.
I have a kid. I'm ready.
Okay, so let's get into the whole premise of the movie. The fact that they needed money to pay back Big Worm because Smokey was fucking up out here and smoked smoked the weed he had and wasn't able to sell it for wasn't able to sell all of it. I guess. My question is, if Craig had just lost his job, he should have another check coming, right?
Ooh.
It could be coming on next Friday.
So if
It might not have been his pay period.
no, I'm saying that's cool. So if it's not his pay period,
Ah,
why
ah.
was mom so hard on him then? She said, "Oh, I wouldn't give you I wouldn't, I wouldn't trust giving you money if you like that's fucked up."
I'm gonna let
So
you know. See, from what I seen on his next Friday, he moved in with his uncle Elroy. So I'm about to say, I
that
don't
was
know
still
when his
Skate D
next check
money.
was
He whooped
coming.
his ass. That was the Skate D money.
See, okay, so circumstances had changed for him then, so he didn't need that next check.
No, he said I still ain't got no job. What he said in the movie, I still ain't got no job.
But
But
he
in this one,
also, but he ain't had no job, but he was smoking weed now heavy. That's the
that's what I'm
issue.
saying.
A
Wait, how
bum,
was he
like I
able to
said.
afford it? That's a good question. We're gonna wait for next Friday. When next Friday review comes up, we're gonna ask him, how were you able to smoke like you smoke and not have the funds to do it?
Whew.
A
And I'm gonna
bum.
tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm looking forward to that next one because, like I told you, I relate more to Craig, like y'all think. But go ahead. That's stay tuned for the next one.
And then let's go on to the next person. Let's go on to Debbie. Debbie from down the
Okay.
street.
Mm.
Yeah, that shit. That's what you need to talk to. Now, her sister, I don't know what's going on with her. See, now Debbie, I don't. What do you think happened with him and with him and Debbie? He ended up
He
getting
was
her.
a bum walking around in house shoes in public.
Hold on.
That's what
Time out.
happened.
Time out. We're not gonna get to that. What do you? My question is to your question. What do you mean? Do you think happened between him and them?
Like after they got together at the end. What do you think? What do
Okay.
you think wrong with
So
that?
we're talking about at the end when mm, what time did he tell her at first, Kenny? She said,
He
"What
said
time you gonna wake up tomorrow?"
I think he said 8 o'clock.
He said 8 o'clock. Then he said 8:30. Then he said, wait a minute, make it 7:30. Right? He made it an hour earlier, right?
Because she was that bad. He's trying to see her as soon as possible.
But look, my thing was, right?
She could have came over that night.
He was in a big fight last night, right? He was in a big fight, right? He was in a big brawl. He hit a nigga with a trash can, hit a nigga with a brick. He was out there fighting, right? Out there just throwing Have you ever seen that one little what's it called, a gif or a gif, whatever, at that midget and he was throwing jabs? That's that nigga called Beetlejuice. He was throwing he was just throwing some mean that was Craig that night, right? So that night, after that night, he was a little sore and a little tight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a little sore and you're a little tight, what do?
Can't get a massage.
If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna ask Hassan Watson. Shout out to him. He starts out tomorrow. You know, shout out to Unbiased. Tune in Sundays. You know, record and all that good stuff. You know, shout out to, and you know. So look, I feel like he wanted to get oiled up in a little massage, and he wanted to go in at 7:30. Now, after a good massage, usually, what does that lead to?
Some butt.
So he had some cheeks on his palms by at least 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning because he made it 7:30. He allowed himself some time.
Oh yeah, he had to go to.
If he was smart, he would ask for the massage that night. You don't wait hours so you can get even stiffer.
See, no,
who does that?
Who said even?
And
first of all, shout out to Organic Love, and if you're even stiffer, you're better. About to say. So my thing is, like, I don't know if you should have waited.
Why wouldn't you want her to come and massage you right there while your joints is already jacked up?
Because he had to go home. He couldn't go to her house that night. She was all wild up. She had a long night.
No,
Debo already pushed her to the side.
No. Yeah, but he supposed to go to her house. Her mom wasn't there. Remember Smokey
said,
but I'm saying
no. Debo had just pushed her, right? The only reason why Craig had fought.
He didn't push her. He punched her.
The only reason why Craig fought was because, hey, nigga, that's a female. You feel me? So I felt like
no, that was not what. No, he was not trying to fight. Then he wasn't trying to fight until because
he was gonna shoot
he punched her. After he punched her, Craig said, "Hey man, that's a female." He said, "I'm gonna knock you like I did this bitch too." That nigga said, "I ain't even trying to fight you, Debo."
that's a moment right there.
But he also had the knife.
Yeah, he put out the knife. That's when he pulled out the gun. He said, "You pull out a knife, I'll pull out
I do that sometimes."
And then
see, real talk though. Okay. So then the question about Debo, right? I got a question about Debo then.
Yeah, go ahead.
Was Debo dumber than you think?
Yes.
Why?
Because not only there's a few things he did dumb. First off, so not only did your big ass jump in fucking
Stanley
old boy's house, Stanley's house, and
Stanley's house,
breaking everything. You heard all them lamps and shit breaking.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They broke a lot of shit there.
And he didn't wipe good.
You see?
Oh no.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Shout out to Sharman. Okay.
You beat up your girlfriend, who's a crackhead, by the way. You cuffed a crackhead, so that's already dumb as hell. So you beat up a crackhead.
And in real life.
Smart. Yeah. Because why? Her parents were gone for the weekend. He needed somewhere to sleep. Go ahead.
So
Smart. Go ahead.
So he beat up her because he thought she was going. Because he thought she was going in his pants. It was really smoky and he's ill. So you riding around out there in that squeaky ass bike you stole from Red.
Only did a WD-40
because you too damn big to be on that bike. That's why it's squeaking in the first place. Then you have the nerve to pull out a knife in front of a whole bunch of witnesses, get your ass beat, and then get robbed. And then what you do when you get robbed? What you do after you get beat up, robbed, and go to jail? You break out of jail and go see this nigga again.
That's for next time. We're talking about this time, right?
Oh, he was dumb throughout that entire movie.
No. Because look, right? Time out, and I'm in Debo's defense right here, correct?
This better be good.
Trust me, it's about to be. Because Debo pulled out a knife, right?
Yeah.
And said, I put you down like I just did this bitch, correct?
Yeah.
What did Craig do, right? He pulled out a gun.
Yeah.
So
Then
what did
shot him.
Debo say? No,
Shot him.
right? You for
Then
a
they come
moment
back
in
and he
his
didn't really
head.
shoot him. Because then he didn't really
Okay,
shoot him.
right. Okay, so correct. Why didn't he shoot him?
Because he a man without it.
Because he's a man without it, and he said, "Or you want to get beat down just like your daddy used to."
Yeah, he had to say that. He said, "Put that gun down, Craig." He said, "Yeah, put that gun down, Craig."
But wait, time out though.
And he had a list too when he said it. He said, "Get knocked down like your father used to."
Yeah.
but look though, but time out though. That's what's smart
Anybody
on my
come
correct.
with them.
That's what's smart. That's what's smart about it. Because he pulled out a knife thinking that Craig didn't have shit. Craig had a gun. Craig could have shot him. What's the old saying that they used to say? Never bring a knife to a gunfight. So he had to talk Craig down now, right?
But
He had to talk Craig. Right. But he thought it was a knife fight when he pulled out his knife first. That's what he thought. He thought him pulling out the knife first
You ain't
was
making
going
him
to
sound no
attempt.
smarter yet.
But I am, because he pulled out the knife first and said, "I'm gonna intimidate Craig." Craig pulled out a gun. He was like, "Oh shit, I'm not gonna win this fight." Which he didn't know he was gonna lose the other fight yet, but he knew he was gonna win the knife with the gun.
First of
So
all,
then he
Debo
talked.
won that fight at first, but
But he did. Correct. He did. About to say, but he did.
Here's the thing about Debo, though. Here's the thing about Debo.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, TK,
He celebrated too early.
Wait. Yeah, he did celebrate too early. TK, he pulled a knife out of the man. Why did you let this man pull out a whole gun on you?
Because he pulled out the knife just trying to scare Craig. Debo been getting his way in the hood for so long. For so many Fridays before that Friday. Friday, Debo had the hood on lock.
No, but TK, you
on a bike.
You hear me though. You have a weapon on you. Why would you let me pull out my weapon? Why would you let it get there?
Because he didn't want to pull out his knife and just stab Craig right there in front of everybody.
So that
means
I wasn't scared of you. If I was able to pull out something else, you got a weapon on me, I'm able to pull out my weapon. Like, you fucked up.
But he didn't know Craig had that on him.
I know. It don't matter. If I pull out a weapon on you, you shouldn't be able to pull out anything. You done. Hands up.
Yep.
But okay, but look, the only thing you had to do in the hood so far, the only person that we really seen you do something with in the hood was Red, correct?
No, he did everybody. He punked everybody.
No, he that's what we heard. But the only person that we seen was Red. He stuck Red over his bike, over the beach cruiser. So that wasn't really just, it was both of theirs. It just stayed at his crib.
Wait. So he didn't tell Smokey, "Hey, roll the dice." After that nigga, he said, "I won, give my money." He said, "You what? I lost."
For real.
Right. But time out though. TK, why did that happen to Smokey?
TK, he ain't choked Craig in Smoke's backyard.
Look, that was old though. Why you bringing up old shit?
Here we go.
He punked everybody in the hood.
All I'm saying is you bringing up old shit. That Friday was different. That might have been the 13th, for all we know. We don't know. You feel me?
Hey, he patted. Wait. He walked up to the niggas while they was sitting on the porch on their house and patted the niggas down like they was in the club.
For some change for a 40. You know how much a 40 cost back then, Kenny?
$1.
$1.
Ridiculous.
He took a nigga's chain because he tucked it.
That is true.
He took a whole. You know how many 40s he got that day, probably, Kenny?
No, here's the wild thing. You seen Michael Clark bust his big ass in the back when they was fucking. He was punked by them.
I did. I don't know. I feel like they had a mutual respect for each other. I feel like they had two big niggas always got a mutual respect. You feel me? I feel like that's how they went right there. You was a big ass nigga.
TK, I don't care how big you are. If I see a nigga uppercut somebody, they go flying and their feet leaves the floor.
All right. So look. Okay, I feel like I have another problem with the movie.
Go ahead.
Do you feel like Red was wrong for getting punched like that?
No, how was he wrong?
Because
he asked for his bike back, and not only did he ask for his bike back, he tried to do it the bitch way because he was scared. So he said, "Hey man, it's
so
like
wait,
keep it in my house."
but wait,
He
why
didn't want
was
to
he
anger him.
scared?
He didn't want to
Why
anger
was he
him.
scared?
He was scared. He didn't want to anger him. He says, "It's both of them. Keep it in my house."
No. I feel like he was scared because his father raised him that way, correct? Because when
No.
Debo hit his son, and he asked, "Hey, you got a problem, old man?" I feel like the old man should did what Craig did at first, right? And pulled out the tool.
Here's the thing. First off, he ain't had no gun on him. Second off, that
Hey,
man's old. Third off, when you old like that, this big buff ass security guard built ass nigga.
and that's why you pull out the gun and you shoot that big ass nigga. Because first of all, he assaulted my son in front of me over his property,
So
and
you
then he
think that he
attacked
actually
me.
had a gun on him?
I'm just saying, but why didn't he? Because why was Red the one getting made fun of? Red wasn't raised the right way.
No,
That's
not
all I'm
even that.
saying.
No, everybody was scared of this nigga. That nigga said, even when
Nope.
Craig stood his ground, he said, "I ain't even trying to fight you, Debo." That's the first thing this nigga said to this nigga when the fight happened. And then,
But what did he do?
He's like, wait. Here's another thing about that, about his dad that you said. If you seen your son in his prime get knocked the hell out, get punched, and leave his feet,
okay,
you think you as an old ass man is gonna do something?
Yes, I'm gonna shoot that big ass nigga.
You don't have a gun on you.
But the thing is, and I'm saying, why? I feel like he knew the situation. You was going to his house to get your son's bike back. He said, "I don't even know why you mess with these people. You knew that these was bad people when I don't even come on mess around here. You should have knew better." His dad was scared. His son was raised scared by his dad.
Everybody was scared.
I feel like
everybody was scared of him.
his dad could have been the solution. Okay, look, time out. You know how I watched The Walking Dead, right?
Yeah.
His dad was Rick. He should have been Shane. If he was Shane, the problem would have been solved before. Look, it would have been Friday. It would have been Friday, 3 p.m. It would have been over with because Debo would have been shot. But instead, Friday was a long day, and Craig and Smokey was getting shot at. You feel me?
He did. Look, here's the thing about that though. The only nigga with guns in the hood that we've seen in that movie was Craig because he spent his last paycheck on that shit probably. And then we got Big Worm and his crew. They had guns. That's it.
Gangsters.
That's it. He said, "If you bring your Jerry Curl wearing ass niggas over here." And one of the niggas was Dub C, by the way, if y'all didn't know that. The one that's like, "Damn, I swore here." That was Dub C.
That nigga said, "I know I got one of them. I know I got one of them." He was excited to look, and I feel like that's a problem because he's the best nigga to do the Crip Walk. Probably before OT Genesis came out. About to say, but yeah, you feel me? Because OT Genesis definitely took over. But Dub C.
Yeah, but so let's get to another situation with that because let's go into Big Worm. Now the thing, well, Big Worm,
whoever curls his hair.
Oh yeah, they did
high
their
class.
Thing. They did their thing. Big Worm sent the niggas to shoot at Smokey. So do you think he had intent to kill him because he said, because I've been hearing like Sledge Animal Show, but Sledge thinks they were there to just send a message like, "Hey, like get your shit together. They're just shooting." But I don't think so. The nigga said, I swear I got one of them niggas, and they was looking for him. Like, so I don't know. So I don't know.
He was really stretched out in the back of that truck praying.
Okay, so and that's why. Well,
they was in a van. I don't understand how they didn't see them down in there.
Well, they weren't. Well, they didn't look in there. They just was looking. They was like looking over in that area. They didn't look down.
You're not a good shooter, then. I would have been checking all the crevices. If I need to come kill somebody, I'm looking everywhere because my job is to kill you.
Jesus!
I need to bring your head back.
No,
they wasn't looking. So maybe it was supposed to be a message because if you was a real shooter, you would have been looking.
I don't know.
I don't know because Dub C seemed like at that point in time in his career of acting, he was a real shooter because he swore up and down that he got one.
Yeah,
And
he's like, I got one of them. And the nigga just got done robbing somebody at fucking he just got done robbing the bank too. If I remember, set it off. He was the one that robbed the bank. But, but yeah, you forgot about that, didn't you? He was the one that robbed the bank in the beginning.
no, I didn't forget about it, but that is real shit, bro. Real shit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hood
For
movies
that
are
to
connected.
be real talk, in a way, I feel like they are. And for you to say that right there, that's the first time I ever heard that. That just blew my fucking mind. I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. I'm definitely driving now. I'm definitely driving now. So go ahead. I'm definitely in motion. Go ahead.
Let's talk about Craig and his and the girl he was trying to get at, Debbie. And then you got the fact that he was already cuffed. He was already cuffed.
See, look. First of all, see, look.
He
I
don't
don't
like
think
her though.
Craig.
He said he don't even like it. He don't even like it.
Craig knew he really wasn't cuffed.
He knew.
You know what I mean?
So you think he knew he was getting cheated on?
Yes, I do feel like Craig knew that he was getting cheated. You feel me?
Why you think that?
Why do I think that? Because I feel like Craig was smarter than you thought Craig was.
Here's the thing, though.
Nobody said he was dumb. I just said he was a bum.
But I don't think he did because this nigga literally was explaining himself when she said, "I caught you with whatever the fucking name was."
Right,
Sister-in-law's baby cousin
but
Tracy.
the thing was,
Yeah, Tracy,
but the thing was, he said, "I didn't even go to the show last night." So I believe Craig didn't go to the show. What show? See, first of all, nobody even said what specific show it was. How did Craig go to the show when he just got fired on his day off? Is that how he lost all his money?
It was his day off.
He could have went.
Right. But my thing was though, how did he go to the show when he was, he was like he ain't had no cheese? First of all, if he ain't have no type of money, he was just trying to get by. My nigga was just scratched. He was just look.
Yeah, but
what did they say?
yesterday was a Thursday. We don't know that he got paid if he had leftover paycheck. He could have absolutely went to that show.
Leftover paycheck. You ever
Leftover
seen Good
paycheck.
Time? I know you seen Good Times. But they said hanging in a child line. Good times. Check. Craig couldn't even get breakfast at his house for a decent price. So you think that nigga went to a show?
No, because they had pork chops. Remember, they was left over.
No,
His mom cooked.
But are you sure that Craig had pork chops?
Yeah,
As a family,
because he wasn't at
on the
show
menu
last night.
I don't know. I don't know if Craig had pork chops.
He was at home eating pork chops on his day off.
Wait. The whole time Craig was at home, he ain't have a job, and his mom's let them know that So Craig got fired that day that he was eating pork chops.
Yeah, he was eating pork chops. That was his day off. He got fired on his day off.
Damn, ain't this some shit? I'm gonna show y'all some shit I just hit. Well, I didn't hit it myself. I didn't hit it.
Damn it.
How I turn the camera around? I don't think I could do that, can I?
Oh my gosh.
It's all right. Nope, it's okay. Yeah, I'm just chilling. Where's a wreck in front of me, and I'm just trying to get by like Craig was on his Friday.
I'm about to cut this part out.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. It's okay. I'm in the clear. I'm okay.
I see red and blue lights flashing in your face.
Oh, you see him? I'm gonna show him.
Duh.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn into this parking lot. Okay, that's a little stone. Right. Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm sorry.
So,
okay.
So he got fired.
I'm still here.
Eating pork
okay.
chops day off. So we're gonna get to another point on there. Because he couldn't get no money from nobody for some reason. Because he tried to get the money from his girlfriend.
The whole neighborhood was broke, actually.
The whole neighborhood. They had to resort to robbing niggas. Stanley was the only one with money in the hood. He was the only one he got robbed.
Stanley also had a Corvette at that time. So you could tell Stanley had some money. Yeah. He had a Corvette and he wanted niggas to stay off his lawn. He was worried about his yard.
He said, no, he didn't say lawn. He said, stay off my freaking grass. And there was no grass.
He said
because
that in the
people kept
version.
stepping on it.
You feel me? Stanley had
That's why.
bars on his
That's why
windows.
there's no grass. Because niggas kept
It had
stealing.
dead spots. It had dead spots. My granddad used to get on me for that shit when I was younger. Got my damn grass.
Now think
I had
about
to
it.
play in the backyard.
Nobody had grass. This what's her name? I can't think of her name right now. In the shorts. And then
Miss Parker, she was watering her grass. What you mean you can't remember her name?
She was
He
watering
said,
dirt.
when you gonna let me fuck Miss Parker?
She was watering dirt. There was dirt. It was just
Yes,
dirt.
ma'am.
And she was watering dirt.
Hey, but the thing is, how was she watering that dirt?
With
And
a hose?
why was she watering her dirt that way?
I don't know.
What you mean? That's the only way to
Because
water dirt.
no, it's not. No,
It
it's not.
is.
But you know
Craig's
what
mother came outside on the way to work and was like, look at her out here like that. And then what did she do at the end of the day? Fuck the preacher at the church.
No, not the church, in the house.
No, the pastor. He said, here come the pastor.
Yeah, he got in there. Miss Parker. He had to tell her something.
How to pray for her.
He gave
Pray
her a
over.
blessing. Oh, he prayed. He was over her.
He prayed on her. But then no.
He said, I'm gonna lay hands on you.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting his in. That nigga came out there with some drawers on. He could barely get his clothes. He had a beater and some drawers on, some socks.
That was
Speaking
a good
of
time,
bitter
I'm sure.
draws and socks, shout out to unbiased Deshaun Watson making his debut tomorrow.
I hate this man. So let's get into the fight real quick. Let's get to the actual fight. Get to the actual fight. This man, so Diva was whooping his ass. Let's be real. He won the fight.
Punched him in the stomach. I mean, that was so rude.
He was
right on top of the stomach.
He beat Craig's ass and then put him in a sleeper and knocked him out. And they were like, "Oh, he ain't fighting fair." Then what does Craig do immediately after he ain't fighting fair? Throws a brick at this man's face.
As he should.
I thought was it the brick or the trash can first?
It was the brick first. He hit him with the brick, and then he put the trash can him in his back. While he was bent over holding his face. Hit him, and they kicked him in the face, and they were like, "Oh, like I think he kicked him in the face and then punched him." Yeah.
Shoot him. That's what he should have did.
All right. So before all that, Craig had a motivational speech where they touched his soul, right? Because he said, "Come on, Craig, get up, Craig."
Yeah. There ain't no motivational speech.
Come on, Craig.
No,
he heard
making sure that he was alive.
That's a motivational speech.
Making sure he's not sleeping. He's not slipping in and out of consciousness. Make sure he ain't got no concussion.
He had a concussion.
He could have.
He shouldn't
have been fighting no more if he had a concussion.
He cut his air off and was punching his chest while he was doing it. He was like,
look. I agree with you. Craig got his ass beat at first. You right? I'm with you.
First. He got his ass beat.
I'm on the
he had to throw a brick in his face. He lost. He lost that fight and resorted to weaponry.
As he should.
See, no, but my thing is for real.
Should he use the weapon in the first place?
So, all right. So then, Kenny.
Yeah.
Is your point then at the end?
Breaking up real bad. Okay, say it again.
How did I? Because at the end of the day, he resorted to a weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, if I said, was his dad wrong? Like, Craig was also right in the end because he was a man without it, right? But being a man didn't whoop Debo's ass.
He didn't. But actually, you know what? I take back what I said. I take back what I said because, to be fair, Debo put out a weapon first. To be fair,
but
so now all rules are go.
No. Because
I have to agree. Debo set the tone.
Now you can throw a brick
you set the tone that we bringing weapons to the fight.
He did. Because I forgot. I just remembered. I was like, he did pull out a knife on him. So he resorted with throwing a brick at his face, which his face should have exploded. To be real, he was just like, ooh, he's on his nose a little bit. His face should have blew up like right then and there.
Nah, I don't agree. I don't agree with that at all because the thing is, so Debo pulled out the knife. At the end of the day, Craig pulled out a gun. Craig,
After
Craig
somebody
could've-
had already pulled out a weapon against
Remember what you
him.
said. He can't remember what you said. You said he put what did he say? He brought a knife to a gunfight. That's what you said. Not too
and
long
Craig
ago.
won with a brick.
No, he went with a
He
brick.
could have
He
won
went
with a
with a trash
gun at the
can.
end of the day.
He went with
So
a
I'm
brick
saying
and a
should have
trash
just
can.
shot him
He could have just shot him, right?
and
But
saved
at the end of
himself
the
for
day,
next Friday. If he would have shot him, there would be nobody else left to believe.
time out though. So his dad said, we never would have moved here if we thought that you needed a weapon to walk down the street.
First off, y'all live in the hood. That don't even make sense.
Okay.
Hey, hey, I'm just saying, from what we seen in the movie, his
He made it sound like
father
they lived in the
told
suburbs or something. They lived in a good neighborhood. He said, I would have never
they
lived here and never moved
look,
here if I
but
didn't
time
need
out
a gun
though.
to walk down the
But
street. Y'all live in the
ti-
hood. There's that shot.
time out though. What other trouble did they have in that neighborhood other than little Chris kicking trash cans over? They didn't have no other problems.
They had
Wait,
some Mexicans in the chicken coop with the angel dust right
wait.
down the road.
That was no
Okay,
problems that the parents knew about.
okay,
That was a personal issue.
And
there was drug dealing.
I
There was
ice
attempted
cream
murder.
trucks don't even come to the suburbs like that. So go ahead. No.
Wait.
Ice cream trucks do go to the suburbs.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna answer your question. I'm gonna answer your question real quick. You said what other
Go
trouble
ahead.
they get into besides Lil Chris knocking over trash cans? You had drug dealing going on out there. You had attempted murder going on there. You had assault. You had robbery. You had
Crackheads walking down the street,
damn near prostitution. This was
running down the street.
And then you had
Look,
Ezell, crackhead as well. Yeah, two crackheads that we know of.
I'm about to say you had two of them actually. We didn't talk about one of them.
You got
we like to see
Jehovah's
as a
Witness
crackhead.
coming to your door.
They were old black women. First of all, they were just trying to make some money.
We had rabid animals because he got his ass bit. The fact that he had to go out there and be dog control. So
that was not a rabid animal. My man was doing his profession. He was on the clock. You know when you go to work, look, how many hours you usually work a week, Kenny? 40 to 45. About to say
I'm not done. There's more. You got catfishing going on.
You can get catfish anywhere. That don't count.
Hey, real talk. Hey, I like that. Real talk. That's an unbiased first right there. That's the very first catfish ever.
Yeah.
If you're nigga, you better claim that shit. That's the very first catfish ever. She said I look like
I'm
Janet
gonna have to
Jackson.
think about that.
She said I look like Janet Jackson. She came over there in a Jamaican wig.
And pulled the wig off and farted when she got out the car.
With gas. It was Tuesday. Why'd you have tacos earlier? It was Friday.
No, not even that, TK. She said I ate twice before I came.
As she should.
But she can still eat. But she still had an appetite.
But honestly, though, he should have.
But she looked like Janet Jackson.
That was a good girl to have because he said my mom was in the hospital. And she was like, "Well, I'll drive you over there." Like she was a good girl. Even though she
was she good, or did she just really know at the end of the day she just wanted somebody to love her? She just wanted somebody to cuddle with at the end of the night.
Well, speaking of,
she lied.
Speaking of love, I got a new portion of the show. How bad was the love interest? Because hood movies, you always got a bad love interest now. So we gonna rank it. We rank the love interest out of 5. Out of 5.
Okay.
Out of 5.
10.
So we got Debbie. You said 10 out of 5?
Easy.
Yeah.
Let me know. I want to hear this. Yeah, go ahead.
What you mean?
But I have to explain.
Yeah, what's we got to explain why she back?
What's to explain?
Who said the love interest? So wait, what are you just talking about this like just Debbie, or are you talking about all the love interests of the show?
Okay, bet. Let's do all of this. So we got Debbie. We ranking her out of 5.
On a scale of looks, you saying?
Yeah, let's go to total package. So looks, what she can do for you, everything. Let's go to total package. I'm going with a 5. I agree with it because she was down from the whole time.
She was ready to exercise with him. She jogging up and down the damn street and shit. Her mama ain't never home. 10. I'm
gonna give her a 4. If it's out of 5, I'm gonna give her a 4. She looked good. She had everything you wanted, right? But at the end of the day, I had to fight for her to get her attention.
No. No. He never pulled the trigger. He had her at. She came over his house. Sitting down, was just like, ooh, like she was there. He was scared. He was high. And was paranoid. He didn't know what to do. It was Friday. He didn't know what to do.
He was caught in a bad position. He wasn't ready for that.
So that's not her fault. That's his.
You want to know? You want to know why he was like that though?
Why?
Oh my goodness.
Because of the one question that he asked. It's always a good point I got. The one question he asked Smokey, he said, "So this is endo, right?" But they was smoking outside.
They're smoking endo out.
So, hey, and I feel like he was fucking up the rotation. So he was fucked up a little bit.
Only two niggas. This just tag at this point. Rotate. This just tag. My turn. Now it's your turn.
When it's
right.
Well, he disappeared. All right, say it again. You disappeared on us. Hey, now we can't hear you.
Oh no.
Do this again. All that shit.
Is he yelling at us? No,
he said 1 second. I can read a little bit of lips, not all lips.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
That was my booty call, so I gotta wait. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, speaking of since you said we're gonna do all of them, let's do his ex-girlfriend. I forget her name in the movie.
Joy.
Tell me who she was. So where is she at a 5?
All right, so
Joy was fun. She could keep you on your toes.
So what you rate?
Play a little game.
Play a little game.
Yeah, everybody needs some drama in their life.
You saying hurting my heart is a little game.
She was a solid 2.
The 2, I was going 1.5 because not only was she cheating,
she was really playing games.
Not only was you cheating, you were getting on me for cheating. You was cheating on me, and then you pulled your
manipulating.
Here's the way she pulled them back.
I love that though. That's why she got the 2 from me, because that's classic. I mean, yeah.
Right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. So
like you said, right? All hood movies relate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're gonna get to this movie.
Talking Hustle and Flow?
I am. So I feel like
we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that one day, but not today.
And I'm just saying, from Hustle and Flow, if I was to give her a rating, I feel like she'd be a 1.5. Because also, if all hood movies relate, she was also a deadbeat baby mother.
To go along with it. But we don't know.
What I mean?
This is probably this is probably before she got that. She probably went down this path because she got broken up by Craig. So she was like, "Damn, I got to go a different route. I can't." Her job probably. She took that attitude with her to work, and then she got fired. And then she met DJ. DJ gave her a dream, and now she's a prostitute. And then she met my man from My Baby's Daddy.
You ain't gonna do her on My Baby's Daddy.
Tupac. You talking about Lil Tupac?
That was after.
So wait. Was Lil Tupac the baby in Hustle and Flow that she almost had in Friday?
Oh no, actually no. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, it was before. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, he was bad.
I like how you said all the movies connect because
they all connect. So what did you rate her, TK? What did you rate her again?
You talk about Craig's baby mom? Well, not Craig's baby mom.
No, it wasn't Craig. Craig dropped her.
His ex-girl?
Yeah.
She still could have trapped him though.
Yeah.
Out of 5?
Oh, she definitely would have trapped him. If she
was
in 5? Yeah.
1.
Okay. So you Kayla gave her 2. I give her a 1.5. You gave her a 1. Now,
yep. She averages out at a 1.5.
Let's go with the sister because Smokey was trying to get at her the whole movie, but he had somebody already.
You talking about Craig's sister?
Yeah, he had Janet Jackson coming through. Yeah, Craig's sister. We're gonna go with
real talk. Smokey wasn't trying to really get at Craig's sister like that. You feel me?
He was. He kept doing it every time she showed up.
He wasn't really trying to get at Craig's sister because when Craig's sister's friend showed up to do her hair, he was trying to get at her. You feel
He
me?
was trying to get at anybody that was walking.
They both were. To be honest, they both were because he said,
I
"Hey."
kind of relate to Smokey too, I guess you could say. You know, but it's like I don't know. I don't feel like Smokey was really trying to get with Craig's sister because he knew. He was just playing. He was just playing.
He wasn't playing.
He ain't
wasn't
playing. He ain't playing.
No.
Man, what person in the hood that played like
Big
that?
For
Worm
real.
wasn't playing. Smokey was always playing, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
But she wasn't playing. I'm gonna give her a 3 though. I'm gonna give her a 3.
His
Who's
sister-
playing about getting cheeks though? Didn't you just answer the phone 2 seconds ago?
Yeah.
Who?
You.
Who?
Slipping.
So
Hold on, I
wasn't
let it ring
nobody
through twice. I let it ring
wasn't
through
no
twice.
ain't nobody playing about no cheeks. He
I'm
was
the damsel
absolutely
right
serious.
now. I'm the one getting chased right now. You feel me?
As you
I'm
should.
the one
As
to,
you should.
Well, you
Speaking
know what?
of-
A lot of times it's not like that. But tonight,
My point is
she's hitting me
nobody's
up, you
playing
feel me?
about cheeks though.
Speaking of being chased, you said being chased. Speaking of being
Yep.
chased,
Yep.
what is
Shout
the
out to
most?
Jamar chasing them bias. Go ahead.
Another another segment of the show. What is the most gangster shit of the movie? That's gonna be a new segment of the show too. What's the most gangster shit of the movie?
What's the most
Joy
gangster
having a
shit?
dude next to her while she called. Easily.
It's either that.
look.
I think I was going between the drive-by. So I got 3. I got 3. Either the drive-by.
I'm about to say, look, I like a top 3. I like a top 3 right there.
We'll see. Yeah. So that one. Joy is like that. That was a good one. I'll give you
I
that.
mean,
that is
that's
a good-
pretty high class.
good one.
It's classic.
Good top 3. She is definitely number 1 in my opinion.
And then number 3 is definitely uppercutting the nigga in front of his dad. that's disrespectful as fuck. You beat my ass in front of my pops.
Yeah, that's kind of disrespectful.
Actually, he beat up 2 niggas in front of their pops. Now think about it. He beat up Craig in front of his dad, and then beat up Red before in front of his dad. So
Okay, so in that point, okay, if you make that a point, I like that. So wait, is that who said that's 3?
that's 3.
So
That's my 3.
and then you said her calling Craig with a dude in the bed. That's definitely 1.
Yeah, that's number 1. That's number 1.
So
Number
what is
2 is
two?
number 2 is the drive-by.
Number 2 is I feel like number 2 to me is when Smokey's mom.
Oh yeah.
So
Make
told
it
him
enough.
to go get some cigarettes from the store. So look, I feel like
It's
Smokey's mom telling him to go get cigarettes led to him fucking up his shoes, knowing that his car was fucked up. Him running to Ezell and seeing Ezell walking down the street to come wash Smokey's car and catching him taking a shit. And then her still not at the end of the day giving him enough money to go get the humps that he had to order. Because those was Camel humps. You know,
Yeah.
a cigarette. You feel me? So it's like, I could only imagine how much those cost back in the day. His mom was a problem. And she didn't open the door. She didn't open the door when he had to take a shit.
She was on the phone. She was busy.
She was busy. He said, yes, it did.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Yes, it did. What's your third gangster moment? Oh, there we go. He's gone.
Oh, I'm back.
Okay.
Hey,
He's
look.
popping back
look.
up
was
out
he?
of nowhere.
Hey,
He was
look,
jump
I
scared
do
just now.
gotta-
He just popped up like.
I do gotta go, you know. I do gotta go do something after this. But go ahead. What did you say? You said the third gangster. I'm about to say nah. I agree with everything. I would say Debo whooping niggas' ass in front of both niggas' dads is number 3. My girl doing that shit with the nigga in the bed, that's definitely number 1. So number 2 to me though is Smokey's mom.
That's like the most gangster part about it is you're cheating on me and calling me with the nigga in the bed talking about what I caught you with this girl. That's wild. That is.
You gotta cover your own tracks. She was at the show with said bed, the dude in the bed with her. I'm sure. You gotta cover your tracks. She's good.
She was yelling everything. Kayla, what's your top 3 gangster moments?
Well, obviously, you know my first one. Big Worm not giving that kid his freedom.
He said they mine.
I mean, you really just stole money from a little kid.
For a long time.
Oh yeah, Megan Good was in the movie, by the way. Yeah, if y'all didn't know, Megan Good was in the movie. She was, I hate
with
him.
A sideways hat.
Talking about I hate him. And what's your number 3?
And my number 3.
My phone is on a hot 3%. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Shout out to Megan Good. Though, like I
Anybody
said.
that's willing to just go ahead and lay on a nasty, dirty floor of a corner store that's probably ain't been swept or mopped. You don't know what the liquid is that you fake fell in. Yeah.
There was nothing. He said it ain't even wet over there. He said it ain't even wet over there. He was being a crackhead. He didn't even know. He said it ain't even wet over there. All right. Well, we're gonna get to the point where we rate the movie. What we gonna rate the whole movie as a whole?
Out of what?
Out of 5. We get the same ranking scale.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Yeah,
Great movie to me.
it's classic.
It's one of my.
Yeah.
It's 100% quotable.
It's one of my favorite movies. It's definitely in my top 3 favorite movies.
Yeah.
Number 3 always changes. The top 2 stay the same.
And did the protagonist learn anything? That's the other thing.
Hell no. Still a bum.
Because that's the main character.
So it's Craig?
Yeah.
Did he learn it? Okay, so based on the series, no.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I said.
I thought you was about to try and wiggle your way through something.
Because I'm trying to prove a point with this show as well. Hood movies, you don't learn shit. You don't learn nothing from these movies. You don't learn shit. We've gone through 3 movies so far. We're on Baby Boy, ATL, and Friday so far. They ain't learned. The protagonists have not learned shit.
However, I'm sure you know at this point the irritation I have with Jody. However, he did learn something.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. Look, I wasn't here for that episode, and I'm here to defend Jody as well. I feel like Jody was a better man. He was just misunderstood.
But no. I didn't say I was defending him.
No, but I said I was. I was defending Jody.
You said 2, like in agreement with somebody.
Although I was saying 2, like I wanted to make a point too.
Oh.
Or
he learned something in the end.
About to say that's me. So go ahead though.
He learned something in the end. You're probably not going to shoot nobody or kill nobody, but that's about it.
Jody didn't even want the nigga to get jabbed.
Exactly. He
learned,
but he was nonviolent.
But the thing is, that was the main nigga that terrorized Jody.
Yeah, but we're gonna end it.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Friday episode.
Go ahead. Friday. Shout out to Craig. Shout out to Smokey.
So bye, Felicia.